Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Jyotsna Tiwari and welcome to today's daily current affairs session where we will discuss each and important point regarding your upcoming exams. Okay guys, so here we will discuss all type of questions, all type of news which will definitely make the question for your upcoming exam. So let's have a look, don't waste the time, and here is the first news of today's session. But before starting this session, let me change my pen color, then we will discuss each and everything in details. Okay guys. So here is the first news of today's session, as you can see in your screen. Now let's have look that which type of question which type of news will rise on your exam. Let's have discuss. Here is the first news of today's session, and the news is that United Nations named Indian youth leader Udit Singhal as the 2020 class of young leaders. Okay, so here you can see that we talk about Udit Singhal. Who is Udit Singhal? So Udit Singhal as the 2000 won the 2020 or selected the 2020th class of young leaders by the United Nations. Now let's discuss some key points, some important points regarding this particular news. Okay, so here you can see that the United States has nominated India youth leader Udit Singhal for the SDG. SDG's abbreviation is Sustainable Development Goals. At an 18-year-old youth from India has been nominated for the 2020 class of 17th youth leaders of the SDG, means Sustainable Development Goals. This is an important opportunity for the highest profile recognitions for youth in the United Nations. Now let's discuss some key points, some important characteristics about the Udit Singhal, that who are the Udit Singhal. Now let's discuss. Udit Singhal is the founder of Glass to Sand. Okay, a zero waste. What is Glass to Sand? So here you can see that the Glass to Sand is the zero waste ecosystem that addresses the growing threat of glass waste in Delhi. Okay, under the initiative, empty glass bottles are prevented from being dumped in landfills and crushed into a commercially valuable sand. His initiative has prevented more than 8,000 bottles from being dumped in landfills and has so far produced 4,815 kilograms of high-grade silica sand. Okay. Now let's have discussed that young leaders for SDG. What is the young leaders for SDG initiative? So here you can see that the Office of the UN Secretary Generals anyway conduct youth leaders for the SDG initiative on youth on a biennial basis. This initiative is an UN's highest profile recognitions opportunity for youth who are making pioneering efforts to combat the world's issues and whose leadership is catalyzing the achievement of the SDG agriculture services. Okay. So we have already discussed each and every point which is important for your upcoming exam. Now let's discuss that which type of question will rise on your exam regarding this particular news. So here is first question which will definitely rise on your exam, and the question is that recently United Nations named Indian youth leader as the 2020 class of young leader. Who is that leader? And what is the name of that leader? Then your answer will be Udit Singhal. Second question will rise on your exam that recently United Nations named India youth leader Udit Singhal as the 2020 for the which position? Then your answer will be class of young leader. Selected for the class of young leader, selected by which organization? Then your answer will be United Nations. Okay. Okay, what is the age of Udit Singhal? Then your answer will be 18-year-old youth being nominated for 2020 class of 17th youth leader for which organization? Then your answer will be Sustainable Development Goals. For the he was selected for the Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, that's all for the Here you can see that why Udit Singhal has chosen as the United Nations class of young leader. Then your answer will be he is the founder of Glass to Sand. Now what is the Glass to Sand? So here we have already discussed that what is the Glass to Sand. Okay, you will have to learn this data guys, that is 8,000 bottles from being dumped into land life and has so far produced 4,815 kilometer of high grade silica sand. If we talk about young leaders for SDG initiative, So here you can see that the Office of the UN Secretary Generals anyway conduct youth leaders for the SDG initiative on youth and a biennial basis. Okay. So I hope you'll understand each and everything in details, guys. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. Here is the next news of today's session, and the news is that the RS passed the Epidemic Disease Amendment Bill 2020 to protect health workers. Okay, guys. Here I want to say something. You all have listened about that during the lockdown. You have all listened when during the lockdown, as well as when there are only 10 to 50 cases in India of COVID-19. So you have all listened about it. You all have listened about it that there are some patients, they was attacked to the doctors, to the health care workers. You have all listened about the many news about this particular incident. So this this bill is related to that particular incidents. Now let's discuss what is the key points about this bill. So here you can see that the RS passed the Epidemic Disease Amendment Bill. Okay, 2020. Protect for what? So protect to health workers. Okay. So here let's have discuss some key points regarding this news. So here you can see that the upper house Rajya Sabha passed the Pandemic Disease Amendment Bill 2020 on 19th September 2020. The bill is intended to punish individuals who attack health workers or doctors. Okay. Here you can see that the Epidemic Disease Amendment Bill 2020. Let's have discuss what is the key points about this bill. So here you can see that the bill will ensure that there is zero tolerance attitude towards violence against people working in the healthcare sector. Doctor always as well as healthcare workers. Okay. It imposes a fine ranging from 50,000 to 20,000 or 20,000 to 50,000, and any person who is involved in the commission of and such acts of violence. If one have done these violence, so they will have to punish with that for 20,000 to 50,000 rupees of fine. Okay. It also providing a jail term of up to 5 years to those who attack these personnel. Okay. If any patients or any person have attacked the personally to any doctor, on any doctor or any healthcare, so not only they will have to pay the 50,000 to 20,000 for a fine, but also uh, they could they could punish with the up to 5 years of the jail. Okay. Now let's discuss what is the background of this particular news here, particular initiative or bill. So here you can see earlier the government of India amended the Epidemic Disease Act in 1897 to amend healthcare services personnel, their living complex and their workplace during an epidemic for the purpose of providing protection of the Epidemic Disease Amendment Ordinance 2020 was implemented. Okay. So these are the important points which we have discussed already in details. Now let's have discussed that which type of question will rise in our exam regarding this particular news. So here is first question which will definitely rise in our exam, and the question is that the RS passed the Epidemic Disease Amendment Bill 2020 for which purpose? Then your answer will be for protect health workers. Okay. What is the fine amount of this particular amendment bill, or what is the fine amount of Epidemic Disease Amendment Bill 2020? Then your answer will be 20,000 to 50,000. You will have to learn this data, guys. Question will definitely rise in your exam regarding this news. Second question, what is the duration of jail? Then you will have to learn the 5-year duration in this bill. Okay. If we talk about that under which act this bill was passed, then your answer will be Government of India amended the Epidemic Disease Act 1897. Okay. So that's all for today. Yeah, you will have to also learn that this bill was passed on which date. This bill was passed on which date. So your answer will be 19th September 2020. I hope you'll understand each and everything in details. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. So guys, here you can see the next news of today's session, and the news is that Niti Aayog partnered with ISPP for capacity building. Okay. Let's have discuss some key point. What is ISPP? What is Niti Aayog? Why they partnered with each other? Let's have discuss. So here you can see that the Niti Aayog has partnered with the Indian School of Public Policy for the guidance, training and the capacity building for government officials and public policy scholars. A statement of intent SOI was signed between Niti Aayog and ISPP's Development Monitoring and Evaluation Office in this regard. What is the characteristics behind this news? Let's have discuss. The purpose of the partnership is to build cooperation to rapidly mediate knowledge and use within the public system. Okay. Under the partnership, communication and the outreach evidence building exercise joint conference will be held. Okay. And podcast series will be organized. ISPP scholars will discuss currently policies issue, evolution, perspective with expert from DEMEO and Niti Aayog during the current policy issues, evolution and the activities of conference. In addition, live project will be explored for ISPP scholars, internship exchange or experts between DMEO and ISPP. Okay. So guys, we have already discussed each and important points regarding this news. Now let's have discussed that which type of question will rise on our exam regarding this news. So here is first question which will definitely rise on our exam, and the question is that Niti Aayog partnered with which organization for capacity building? Then your answer will be ISPP. What is the abbreviation of ISPP? Then your answer will be Indian School of Public Policy. You will have to also learn the abbreviation of DMEO. Here you can see the DMEO. DMEO abbreviation is Development Monitoring and Evaluation Office. Okay. Okay. So we have already discussed what is the purpose. Yeah, one more thing. The purpose which will definitely make the question in your exam, and you will have to learn this, and you should also that the purpose of the partnership is to build cooperation to rapidly mediate knowledge and use within the public system. Okay. So I hope you'll understand each and everything in details. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. So here is the next news of today's session, and the news is that DRDO established 8 technology centers for the research on military management. So recently DRDO has established the 8 technology center. For which purpose? So for the research on military management. Now let's have discussed that what is the key point about this particular news. So let's have discussed the Defense Research and Development Organization means DRDO. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, let me change my pen color. Okay. So here you can see that the Defense Research and Development Organization, this is the abbreviation of DRDO, has established 8 advanced technology centers to conduct research on future military protection. The centers will assist academic to research new technology in niche areas of military use. What is the main characteristics behind this news? Let's have discussed. The DRDO aims to create a capable infrastructure for developing futuristic military weapons. It also led Delhi IIT Director Professor V formed a committee under the leadership of Ram Gopal Rao to successfully take new measures to improve the efficiency of DRDO laboratories in India. The main objective is boost domestic defense production. Next point is the move comes with the objective of focusing on making self-sufficient in defense manufacturing by the Government of India. Currently, DRDO has more than 50 laboratories in India which have started in developing defense technologies covering topics such as aeronautics, combat vehicles, computer system, armaments, missiles, advanced imaging and naval system. Okay. So we have already discussed each and everything in details. Now let's have discussed that which type of question will rise in our exam regarding this news. So here is first question which will definitely rise in our exam, and the question is that recently DRDO established how many technology center for research on military management? Then your answer will be 8 technology center. Second question will rise in your exam that recently 8 technology centers for research on military management has established by which organization? Then your answer will be DRDO. DRDO. Next question will rise about the what is the abbreviation of DRDO? Then your answer will be Defense Research and Development Organization. Has established 8 advanced technology, okay, which is related to military management. You will have to also learn the what is the purpose. So purpose is to for research center open for the military management, okay. You will have to also learn that it also led Delhi IIT director Professor V formed a committee. You will have to learn the name of that committee. So the leadership uh, done by the Ram Gopal Rao, okay, of this committee to improve the efficiency of DRDO laboratory. Guys, basically the question will rise in your mind that what is what is the work which have done by the DRDO, what is the purpose of DRDO. So you will have to remember this. The I'm going to telling you that what is the object of DRDO. So basically DRDO has designed the weapons, okay, for the Indian military. Also weapons, also the what can I say, uh, military exercises, or also you can say only weapons, okay. Weapon is the best option, okay. So DRDO has designed the weapons for the military, okay. So we have, yeah, there are 50 laboratories in India which have started developing defense technology, okay. So I hope you'll understand each and everything in details, okay. So if you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. And here is the last news of today's session, and the news is that a bill was introduced in Lok Sabha by the government of India to amend the FCRA. What is FCRA? What is this bill? Why represented in Lok Sabha? Let's discuss some key points regarding this bill and highlight. So here you can see that a bill was recently introduced in Lok Sabha to amend to FCRA Act 2010. The FCRA Act is the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. This is the abbreviation of FCRA. It is proposed to include public cooperation in entities owned and controlled by the government of India which are not eligible to receive foreign funds. What is the highlights of this news? Here you can see the bill also makes Aadhaar mandatory for all non-governmental organization and other organization to seek foreign contribution. It is proposed to limit foreign funds received under the Act from 50% to 20%. The main objective of the amendment is to streamline to provisions of FCRA Act. The amendment aims to increase transparency and the accountability. Rules applicable by Act. Let's discuss money received. Here are some rules which was applicable by this Act. So here you can see that money received from an overseas contributor by an NGO should be used only for the purpose for which he funds were optioned. Okay. If the I'm giving you example of this line. Okay, guys. Now listen to me very carefully. If there are any NGO of yours, okay, and there are any contribution by the company, by the country for your NGO, and basically your NGO has worked for the your NGO are working for the widows, working for the orphanages. So you will have to use that particular money only for the orphanage, not for your personal work, not for any other investment. This is the main of this line, okay. This is the meaning of this line. Next one is the fund will not be used for speculative activities which are defined are carried out under the Act. Funds will not transfer to any entity which is not registered under the Act. Property purchased with the funds received will not be in the name of office members, name of the organization that received the funds, okay. Now I hope you'll understand each and everything in details. Now let's discuss, guys, that which type of question will rise on your exam regarding this news. So here is first question which will definitely rise on your exam, and the question is that a bill was introduced in Lok Sabha by the government of India amend the FCRA. What is the abbreviation of FCRA? Then your answer will be Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. What is the key points about what have done by this act? So you will have to learn that it is what is the purpose of this act. Then your answer will be it is the proposed to limit foreign funds received under the act from 50 to 20%. Okay. And there are many important key points which we have already discussed in details, guys. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. That's all for the today's session. So guys, here you can see the screenshot of the quiz. Yeah, so basically I want to say that if you want to give the quizzes on the daily basis, so for that you will have to go to the Google Play Store, download the Entry app now, and don't forget to register your mail ID and your phone number. After that, you can give the quiz on the daily basis and analyze yourself that where are you standing right now, and according to that you can boost your preparation. Also, you can visit our YouTube channel. For that, you will have to go to the YouTube, type the Banking 2.0 after that, and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to tap on the bell icon. So guys, don't forget to like, comment and share this session as much as you can. You can share this session with your colleague, relative, friends, whomever you are studying right now. Also, you can share this session on your social media platform like your Facebook group, your WhatsApp group, your Telegram group, wherever you are standing, wherever you are available right now. Okay. So thank you very much for cooperate with me. Don't forget to like, comment and share this session as much as you can. Thank you so much for cooperate with me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.